And today we have the 4th of October, which is, in some calendars, the feast of St. Francis. Continuing with our theme here of animals and nature's abundance. Being aware of inhales and exhales as we take a few moments in a practice of natural breath awareness. You might be sitting, you might be lying down. May you be at your most comfortable. Ask yourself, is there anything else that you might do to deepen your comfort? Is there a pillow, a cushion, a blanket, something that might provide you an upgrade that you deserve? Let yourself fuss over yourself. If you don't, who will? And it might be turning off a light or turning on a light or turning on a fan or turning off a fan, whatever you need for the environment and for your body to be comfortable. As we come into the witnessing state, as we come into this state of awareness of watching the breath come and go. And this might be actually the most difficult request that I'm making of you. The body has its own limitations, but here to be in the practice of witnessing the breath. The invitation is to not interfere with the breath, to make space for the breath to do whatever it needs to do, whatever it wants to do. Your breath is in natural mode, natural breath awareness. Allowing the breath to be as shallow or as fast or as irregular as it wants to be as you welcome every inhale, as you welcome every exhale. This awareness of the whole body. Check if there's anything you might do to be more comfortable. Check if there's any adjustments in your position, in your place. And you might stay here in the natural breath awareness. This might be your practice. And you might like to practice Ujjayi pranayama, the deep ocean breath, connecting again to the oceans of the world. Perhaps you have a special connection personally to water. And if you don't, let it go. Let this be irrelevant. But perhaps you do, and you like to make that meaning. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi, you might be moving right into that practice, and I'll refresh with a lesson. But it's a breath that focuses around the throat. It's a soothing breath, it's a calming breath, and it's actually a little bit of a muffled snore, a muffled roar. So if you did practice lion's pose, you're primed. But it isn't vocalized. We're not trying to grunt or moan in any way. You're letting the exhale move through the throat as if you were making the shape for the sounds of the letters H-A on exhale. And breathing in as if to the letters A-H on the inhale. And I'm showing you here with the mouth open for the audio, but you might do this with your mouth closed to keep that moisture of the deep ocean in the ocean of the mouth. Finding your own rhythm, allowing that gentle sound to be like a little lullaby for the mind, to be a little song, like a whale song, that the mind can listen to the breath, and knowing that the breath will always be there, the breath will always show up. I'll take a moment to inhale, I'll take a moment to exhale. It knows the pattern, it knows when to switch. And that the mind can follow that sound and connect to that gentle sound of the exhale and the sound of the inhale. Exaggerating the sound for the mind to ride those sounds. As the breath moves through the body. And it might feel good to continue this way. Maybe the body would like to be effortless. At any moment, you might choose effortlessness. At any moment, you might rest. Responding to your inner knowing, responding to what feels good in your practice tonight. A little more breath awareness, a little more natural breath. Perhaps a little more of the ujjayi, if that's nourishing. Take your time. I've got a poem to share with you tonight. It's an old familiar poem. So take a few moments to find your breath, to find your body, and as you enjoy these few words from our dear friend, Mary Oliver, for a theme on nature and St. Francis. You have heard this one before if you've been to this class 4 years ago. It's wild geese. You do not need to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. So tell me about your despair, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Mary Oliver, wild geese. Letting those words settle in the soft animal that is your body. If you're feeling sleepy, you might touch fingertips to thumb, waking the body up a little bit. You might rub the hands together. You might stay in your blissful rest. There's no need to run or to rush. You might place the warm hands over the eyes and let them smooth out, wash off, maybe even shake off some of those energetic layers that are on the forehead, on the cheeks, on the eyes. Drop your bundle, drop your burden. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and leave a comment about your experience. And while you're here, please subscribe to my channel and opt in for notifications to catch the next class I upload. And then head over to olgachwa.com to join in a live event or to work one-on-one with me. I'm here to help.